Hello everyone, you're welcome to this channel. My name is Chukwunyere and I help people build healthy, happy and purposeful relationships that will influence cultures and transform societies. Just in case this is your first time of seeing my videos, you may want to quickly click the subscribe button so that anytime I share a new video, you're going to be the first to see it. All right, and you'll get a notification. So thank you for joining today. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope you would learn a few things that you can actually use to improve your relationship. So today I'm going to talk about what emotionally healthy couples do. What emotionally healthy couples do. All right. Recently I've been focusing on emotional connections with couples and in relationships. I've been focusing on just ensuring that people are emotionally healthy, because a lot of the problems that relationships face is an emotional issue. All right, there's that lack of maturity or emotional immaturity that couples express. All right, a lot of couples are not emotionally mature, and because they're not emotionally mature, it shows or it reflects in the way they treat their partners and the things that they say and how they resolve conflicts and all of that. All right, and I'm not saying that emotionally healthy couples are perfect. No, they are not perfect. All right, but they have simply become intentional about growth. They have simply become intentional about how they treat each other. They have simply become intentional about how they ensure that they don't hurt each other, all right? And they build a healthy relationship. And so in the midst of the crises, in the midst of the challenges, in the midst of the conflict, there are things that emotionally healthy couples will still do to ensure that the atmosphere of their relationship is still grounded in love, in mutual respect, and in growth. All right. So the first thing that you would see between emotionally healthy couples is that they apologize sincerely. They apologize sincerely. An emotionally healthy couple is not proud. An emotionally healthy person is not proud. An emotionally healthy couple, they are not proud. All right. They are honest about their apologies, which means that before they even apologize, they would have thought through the whole incident. They would have been able to identify their fault or the part that they played in that conflict, for instance. And they are willing and open enough and honest enough to apologize sincerely. You can't build a healthy relationship without apologies. And with apologies also come forgiveness. All right. When you apologize sincerely, the other person should be able to also forgive you sincerely. All right. So it's important to understand that emotionally healthy couples apologize sincerely. Emotionally healthy couples forgive each other sincerely. All right, so apologizing is very important. And you must understand something. Like I said earlier, emotionally healthy couples are not perfect people. So it means that they will offend each other. Offenses will always come in every relationship. Conflict will always happen in every relationship. But your ability to be able to try to resolve that conflict, reconcile, apologize, forgive each other is very important. All right. So for a lot of women, it is important that for a man you understand how to apologize. All right. Don't just apologize because, oh, I have to apologize. No. Apologize because you're very sincere about the apology and you know why you're apologizing. Because a lot of people during conflict will just apologize. All right, let me apologize so that peace will reign. And they quickly apologize. But then they don't even know what they did. They don't even know what they did and what they're apologizing for. So if, for instance, as the man, especially for men, we are the culprits in this case, you say you are sorry and your spouse asks you, why are you sorry? Will you be able to say why you're sorry? Like exactly why you're sorry. A lot of times we even assume that we know why what we've done wrong, that we need to apologize. Because sometimes also, if the woman does not really effectively communicate what you have done, you may not even know why you're apologizing. So communication is also still very important to ensure that apology is sincere. Because you, as a woman, you must effectively, or even as a man, whoever is offended, you must effectively communicate how you feel, communicate what the other person has done to you, and then you who is apologizing, you must know why you're apologizing, and you must apologize sincerely. So emotionally healthy couples, they apologize sincerely and they also forgive each other sincerely. That's number one. Number two, emotionally healthy couples listen carefully. Emotionally healthy couples listen carefully. Listening is a way to show that you really care about the other person. When someone is trying to communicate their feelings with you, it's important that you listen to them. And not just listening to them, but listening carefully. Listening carefully means that you look them in the eyes. It means that you drop everything that you're doing. It means that you pay attention to them. It means that your body language shows that you are listening, you are leaning towards them a little bit, and you're nodding, you're affirming, you're asking questions. That's listening. You have to be active when it comes to listening, not passive listening, but active listening. It shows that you care about each other. It shows that you value what the other person is saying. It shows that you're paying attention. So emotionally healthy couples would always listen carefully to each other. The third thing is emotionally healthy couples regulate emotions better. Your ability to regulate your emotions reflects how emotionally mature you are. A lot of people do not know how to regulate their emotions. They get angry so quickly. They talk hurtful things and say hurtful things to their spouse. They just explode. Some people just explode. They just get super angry. They get so offended that they just keep talking and talking. How you communicate how you feel to your partner when you're angry, when you're upset, when you're offended reflects how much you've grown within when it comes to how you regulate your emotions. You should be able to regulate your emotions. Once the fire is burning, you should be able to tone it down. You should be able to lower that flame. You should be able to channel that emotions into something else. And it will show on how you talk to your partner. It will show on how you respond to them, how you probably react to things. So emotionally healthy couples know how to regulate their emotions better. And it will reflect mostly on how you talk to your partner, how you treat them. Some people don't know how to regulate their emotions. And because they don't know how to regulate their emotions or master how to regulate their emotions, what happens is that they explode, they get angry, they are overexpressive, very reactive. And then for some people, they go quiet, but then they give you the silent treatment. They keep malice with you and all of that for days, So your ability to move past your feelings of hurt, your feelings of anger, and be able to effectively communicate to your spouse how you feel in a way that they can receive it and not having their egos bruised, not having them hurt by the reason of the way you talk to them, not having them feel disrespected by the way you talk to them, but then the ability to receive it well because of how you've effectively communicated it in spite of how you feel. That's emotional regulation. That's emotional intelligence. It will reduce a lot of the conflict that happened between the two of you if you know how to effectively regulate your emotions. Now, the other thing I'm going to talk about as well, for as per what emotionally healthy couples do, is that they take responsibility. There's no blame game anywhere. If there's a conflict, if there's a situation, if there's a challenge, if there's a problem, if there's an issue that needs to be dealt with, you don't go blaming each other. Emotionally healthy couples do not blame each other. They take responsibilities for their actions. They take responsibility for what they've said, what they've done. They take responsibility for their part in the conflict or in the situation. And they accept the consequences of it. And they also make amends, all right? They also make amends. So emotionally healthy couples take responsibility. They are responsible people. They take responsibility for their actions. They take responsibility for what they've said, what they've done, all right? So if you are that person who always would blame your partner, you refuse to take responsibility, you're always right, then it doesn't show that you are an emotionally mature person. It doesn't show that you're an emotionally healthy person. So try as much as you can to work on this part if you're having issues with it. Now, the other thing is that emotionally healthy couples, they seek understanding. They seek to understand. All right. So when there's a conflict and someone is upset, for instance, and they're saying, things or expressing how they feel to you, you shouldn't go defensive. You shouldn't be defensive. You shouldn't in your head be walking around what to say to them, how to say it, and all of that. But seek to understand them. And one way to seek to understand them is to listen attentively and then ask questions to gain clarity. Because when you ask questions, you will really understand where they are coming from, why they are upset, how much hurt or how much pain or hurt you've caused them. You'll be able to understand them. You'll be able to empathize, with them. Because when you seek understanding, it's easier for you to step into their shoes and show empathy. All right. So emotionally healthy couples also show empathy. And empathy comes from a place of seeking understanding. An emotionally healthy couple will seek understanding. They will seek to know better. They will seek to gain clarity. They will seek to understand. Because when you do, it impacts even on how you respond to them. You will be able to respond to them in kindness, in love, in understanding, and with patience. All right. So emotionally healthy couples seek to understand. Emotionally healthy couples operate in empathy. All right. They have empathy because they seek to step into the shoes of the other person, to feel what they feel, to understand why they're acting the way they're acting. And then you can be able to respond even better yourself. So emotionally healthy couples seek to understand, or they seek understanding, and they show empathy. Now, the other thing is they communicate respectfully. How you make someone feel is important. When you're talking to somebody or you're trying to communicate how you feel to somebody and they feel disrespected with the way you're talking to them, you've lost them. All right? It doesn't show that you're an emotionally healthy couple. It doesn't show that you're an emotionally healthy person. How you communicate what you say is important. So your tone of voice is very important. When you're screaming and yelling and shouting, you are not showing emotional maturity. All right, so your tone of voice is important. It has to be normal. It has to be able to not feel like the other person is being yelled at. Number two, the way you look at them is important. There are people, when they're talking to you, the way they look at you, it will look so disrespectful. They look so down on you that you just feel like your ego is bruised. So how you look at someone is important. It shows whether you're communicating respectfully or not. And then what you say is important. What you say is important. What you say to them is important. If your words are cutting, if your words are hurting, if your words are painful, if your words are disrespectful, degrading, dismissive, judgmental, that is not showing that you are communicating respectfully. So your words have to be kind, your words have to be gentle, your words have to be nice, your words have to show understanding. The way you communicate is important. What you say is important. How you say it is important. How you say it is important. You must say it in a nice way, in a gentle way, in a very respectful way. And then when you say it is also important, because communicating respectfully doesn't demand that the other person must hear you now, even when the person doesn't feel like they need to hear you now. There's something beautiful about asking your partner, is it a good time to talk? And if they say, please just give me another 10 minutes or give me another 15 minutes to process things or think about things, please oblige them. All right. But then have a rule that the person who is asking for time to think through things would be the one that would come back after exactly 10 or 15 minutes to say, okay, I'm ready to talk. You must have that rule because it helps. All right. So, but when you say what you want to say is important. Respect their time, respect their space, and ensure that they are in a good state of mind to listen to you. Because when you are trying to force yourself that they must hear you now, they must have that conversation now, they must talk to you now, they must respond or answer your questions now, you lose them because you are not showing that you respect them. All right, so communicating respectfully has different dimensions or different components to it that you must think about whenever you are communicating with someone. And also, not just your tone of voice, even how you and how you look at them, how you express yourself. Some people, they are talking to their partner, they are dragging their shirt, they are pointing at them, they are hitting the person, they are slapping the person. That's not showing that you're communicating with the person respectfully. So show some respect when you're communicating. That shows that you're emotionally healthy. And if the both of you communicate respectfully, it shows that you're an emotionally healthy couple. All right. Now, the other thing is stay teachable. Stay teachable. Emotionally healthy people want to grow. They want to improve. They want to learn. All right. Be open to superior knowledge. If you're having a conversation or even a conflict or difference in opinion, try to be open to superior knowledge. If you both need to research. Listen to your partner, listen to their argument, seek to learn, seek to understand. All right, be a teachable person. Don't be that person who you know everything. You know everything. There's nothing anybody can tell you. There is no idea that is better than yours. You have to insist on your way. You have to have your way. That's not an emotionally healthy person. That doesn't define an emotionally healthy couple. The both of you must be teachable. You must be open to learning. You must be open to superior knowledge. You must be open to listening to the other person's point of view and learn from each other. That is what defines you as an emotionally healthy couple. And then the last thing I'll also try to talk about now is to prioritize emotional connection. Prioritizing emotional connection is this is like the foundation upon which every other thing I've stated would stand on. Prioritize emotional connection. You may be busy throughout the day. Make sure that you have time to hug each other. Make sure that you have time to look into each other's eyes and ask, how are you doing? Make sure you have time to kiss your spouse. Make sure you have time to just keep what you're doing, look at their faces, look at their eyes, and ask them, how are you? How is your day going? I hope you're doing okay. I just thought to just check up on you. Make sure you do that. If you're not in the house, make sure you send voice notes. Make sure you make a quick call. Make sure you send a text message. Prioritize emotional connection. And when you get back home in the evening, after all the day's activities, have time to just sit and unwind together. Have time to ask each other how your days went. Find out how their days went. Find out if there are areas that they're emotionally tensed, if there's a feeling that they have that is not right or good, that you can support them, in. That's what it means to be emotionally available for someone. You can sit with them, you can listen to them, you can support them emotionally, you can hear them, you can do something to get them to come out of that negative feelings, That's important. Have some time. I know we are very busy people, but have some time that you can actually prioritize and call it emotional connection time. You can just spend some time to hold each other, hug each other, just lay down there, talk, and just connect. And also, it's important to not just do small talks, all right? So my wife taught me this. There is the small talk, and then there is deeper talks that really build deeper connection. So the small talks could be, how was your day? How, and then they say fine and they're doing okay and that's it. How are the kids? How was school for them? Did you go to work today? And all of that. Those are small talks, everyday talk. Good helps with driving things and all of that. But then there's the deeper conversations that makes them feel valued, that makes them feel heard, that makes them feel connected with you on a deeper level. Things like asking them deep questions, important questions that they can actually use to express themselves. They can be safe enough to share with you. You can get them to that place where they can be vulnerable with you. They can share their feelings and they can feel that embrace when they share their feelings, and you can just hold them. You don't judge them, and they can share the deepest parts of their thoughts and their feelings with you. Those type of conversations build deep connections between the two of you. All right. So these are characteristics of an emotionally healthy couple. All right. You apologize sincerely. You forgive each other sincerely and honestly. You listen carefully. You regulate your emotions better. You take responsibility for your actions. You seek understanding, or you seek to understand. You show empathy. You communicate respectfully. You stay teachable, and you prioritize emotional connection. All right, you prioritize emotional connection. So you must understand something, that you must learn that love is not only a feeling, it's also an emotional responsibility. You must learn that love is not only a feeling, but an emotional responsibility. What it means is that beyond how I feel about you and how butterflies are, just rumbling in my stomach, I need to be emotionally responsible for you. I need to be emotionally responsible to you. I need to show you the aspects of me emotionally that seeks to support you, that seeks to make you feel good, make you feel seen, make you feel heard, and make you feel connected to me. All right. So that responsibility is very critical. And truth is, we will deal with emotions every day. So the earlier that you start working on improving and building emotional maturity, and then together understanding that these things I've just shared are things that would help you, as long as you keep practicing them, that will help you become better couples or healthier couples emotionally. The earlier you get to know that, learn, practice them, the better for you. Because the truth is, a lot of people love each other, but they don't have an emotionally healthy relationship. That relationship is toxic. Yes, they love each other, but they have toxic relationship because they are not doing the things that they are supposed to do. All right? So I hope this helps you. I hope this helps you define what a healthy, emotionally healthy couple should look like, so that if there are things that you're not doing, you will start doing them going forward. All right, I hope this helps you. And just in case you've not subscribed, kindly subscribe. If you think that this video is helpful, drop a comment, share your experience, like, and most importantly, look forward to the next video. So take care, guys, until the next video.